Hey everyone, I'm Mark Texiera. This is Augustine's Cooking at Home. Today's episode we have a fun one. It's one of my new favorite types of ravioli. It's called caramelle. Caramelle, like caramel. So these are raviolis in the shape of a caramel wrapper. They're really fun. I love this shape. Looks great in plates. Today we are making it the way we served it for Valentine's Day with a goat cheese, honey filling, and then we have some roasted beets. We have some toasted hazelnuts, and I have a little bit of saba, which is a cooked grape must. That adds a little bit of like a sweet, sour tanginess to it. So the first thing we're going to do in order to dive into the recipe is make the filling for this. So we have some goat cheese here, and I've left it out. I've left it out to soften a little bit. We're just going to pour a little bit of cream in there just to get it a little softer. Okay, add a little salt, a little pepper. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of honey. Okay, just to add a little sweetness. The sweetness is going to help with the tanginess of the goat cheese. All right. So with our paddle attachment, we're just going to put that on there. All right. And if we can find the piece. All right. So we're going to put that on a low. Okay, we're going to clean this up. And we're going to get our flour and our pasta. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit more cream in here. You want it like a soft goat cheese consistency. Okay, you don't want it too thick. You want to be able to push it through a piping bag. So you want to make sure it's like a thick cream cheese almost. Okay, once you get it to that consistency, we're going to throw it into a piping bag. Okay. Okay, we're going to stop it there. I'm going to grab a spoon and just taste to make sure it's seasoned. Such a great combination, the honey and the goat cheese, classic combination. Something that you could just even spread over a toast and just sprinkle a little honey on it. It just brings out, they complement each other so well. All right, so that's a good consistency now. I'll show you the consistency here. If you see, it's good. It's nice and smooth. Okay, and it's nice and soft. Okay, we're gonna stop there. I'm going to put this in a piping bag, and then we're going to add our pasta attachment. I'm going to roll out our flour, and then we'll start making the caramelle. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. All right, so we have our pasta here. We have a little bit of flour. Okay, we're going to just roll this out a little bit. Okay. Give it a little bit of a roll just to help it out a little bit. We're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to start on the biggest opening and go work your way down. Okay. All right, then we're going to fold it back over, send it through again. Working our way down, progressively getting thinner. Okay. After each pass, make sure that you're feeling the dough, making sure it's not sticky. Okay, rub it with a little bit of flour, and then send it through. Again, making sure that your dough isn't sticky. And we're gonna pass it, we're gonna make it thin Okay, because we are making ravioli, but we don't want it too thin. Okay. All right. So we have this big one. We're going to cut it in half. Okay. I'm just going to give it a little bit of flour. Put it off to the side. And then we're going to start to work each one individual. Okay. Again, just give it a little bit of a roll with the rolling pin just to make sure it's thin enough to fit into the rollers. Okay. All right, so we're going to keep doing this. Until we get all of the pasta done. All right. We're going to bring this down to about a 6. Yes. All right. And we're going to work the rest of the pasta. Once we get everything rolled out, we'll come back and we'll cut it. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back. We have rolled out all of our pasta and we are going to cut it now. You can cut it by hand with a roller. I've invested in these. You can pick these up on Amazon or wherever. They're just square molds, ring molds. Okay, we're just going to cut some of them out. Okay. And then, don't worry, I know what you're going to say, that we're losing a lot of pasta, but you can always reuse the pasta. All right, just put it back together. Okay, we're going to save those. Okay. And we're going to keep cutting them out into squares, okay? Don't throw away your pasta. Make sure that you save it for next time. If you wanted to make smaller ones, obviously I have a smaller one here. You can always use that, okay? But for the sake of time, we're going to go do one more. Okay. So we have these cut out into nice perfect squares. All right. We're going to get our filling over here that we've put into a pastry bag. You can buy these disposable bags at a culinary store or online, or at, I think even Target sells them. We're going to lay out our squares here. Okay. I have a floured hotel sheet tray here that I'm going to put them on. I have everything ready. I have eggs that I've just beat with a little bit of water, and a brush, pastry brush. Okay. We're going to lay them out just like that. Now, we are going to put a little dollop in the middle. Okay. On each one. And then we're going to take our eggs. Okay, just go on the outside. And what we're going to do is add a little bit more in there. We're going to roll it, then roll it again, okay? And then we're going to pinch the edges here. Okay, as you can see, it starts to look like a little caramel, right? We're going to pinch the edge again to make a little ball, and then we're just going to take our thumb and just press it down, okay? And that's how you have your caramelle. All right, really easy, simple, okay? I like to go easy on the filling at first until I gauge how much will fit in there. I usually go a little too heavy on it, and it usually starts to come out. All right, so we're gonna keep going with these. And let's do another one here. So roll it over again, okay? We're gonna pinch, turn, pinch again. Then with our thumb, we're just gonna make an indentation, and you have a beautiful caramelle, okay? One more. All right. Pinch, pinch, thumb. All right. Such a therapeutic thing to make ravioli. I love making ravioli. I don't do it enough at the restaurant because I have a guy who does it, but now I love just telling him that I'll do it and going off and making raviolis. Aren't these beautiful? They look amazing. And such an easy, obviously it's such an easy way to make a ravioli. I feel like more people should make these. And it's such a fun shape too, you know, for your kids or something, if you get your kids involved in making these. All right, we're gonna make one more and then we'll continue to make these. All right, so again, fold, fold, pinch, pinch, thumbprint, okay? All right, we're gonna continue with these. We'll finish these up and then we'll get into our beets and hazelnuts in a second, and we'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. We've made my favorite right now, caramelle raviolis, as you can see here. They take the shape of the caramel. They're a fun shape, something you can do with your children. Once you've made something like that, I like to serve it very simply. So what we've done is I've roasted these beets. Okay, I have yellow beets. Okay, I've roasted them already. They've cooled down. Just gonna peel off the skin. And what I've done is some of these I've cut horizontally, and some of them I cut into rounds, just to give it like a little different aesthetic, if you were. All right, so we got those clean. I'm going to cut these now. Into fours. I'm going to cut this into rounds. While I'm doing that, I'm going to turn up my water to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to this pan. Okay. And I'm going to add our beets to this. Okay, again, simple. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Okay, we've taken all the time to make this beautiful ravioli. I don't want to mask the flavor with any heavy sauces or anything. Okay, I'm just gonna add these in there. I've salted the water. I've tasted the water, made sure it's salty. Okay, help those along. We're gonna add a little salt to that, a little pepper. I'm going to grab my Reggiano here, so I have it. Okay, I'm gonna grab my oil. I'm gonna shut this off. Okay, I'm gonna grab a spoon. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that pasta water, just to make sure that the butter doesn't start to caramelize. All right. Okay, now we'll wait for those to cook. They're not going to take long because we just made them. All right. Such a fun shape, you know. One of the things that I really like to do is especially when we do pasta courses at the restaurant, is to use unique shaped raviolis. We do a triangle one, we do a square one, we do the traditional, obviously. I love making tortellini, all those, you know, out of the box ravioli shapes I love making. All right, we're gonna give this a little stir. Okay. add it to our, beets. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to that. Okay. We've added salt, we've added pepper. Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano to this, just to thicken it up, add a little flavor. I have a cool dish here. Move those out of the way. And we're going to give these a nice little plate. Make sure that we're putting it on the show side. Oh, I love this shape. We serve this for Valentine's Day. And everybody just loved this shape and loved the pasta. Such a great combination, beets and goat cheese. All right. We'll add one more here. All right, so now what I like to do with this is add a little texture to this. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of shaved beet on top. Okay. Really like the crunchiness that you get from it, you know, the freshness of the beet. Okay. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of hazelnuts on top. Okay, just for the crunch, nuttiness. These I've candied, so I've boiled it in sugar and then dried them out. Okay. And then I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano on top. And there you have it. That's beautiful. And you know, it's such a great way to serve ravioli differently in your house. And again, fun to get the kids involved, fun to get, you know, bring people over and have like a ravioli rolling kind of party, and then make it for them. Yeah, so this is the dish. It is caramelle with beets, toasted hazelnuts, and a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Mark Texiera. Thank you for cooking with us, and we'll see you next time.